Once again, back at Salina as the 4A Division II state championship is about to get going. The starting lineup's being announced as we speak, so we're about a couple of minutes away from the teams going to their final huddles. And then the opening warm-up pitches for Clara Edwards, who will be inside the circle for the Lady Tigers. The starting lineups mentioned have been announced for Galena, and as we look through from right behind home plate, the Lady Tigers having their starting lineups mentioned right now. Let's start with the visiting team on the scoreboard, Galena, who comes in with a number 8 seeding at 12-10, but they do come out of the conference that features Girard, who is also undefeated. They play a lot of teams in the southeast corner of the state of Kansas and even in Missouri that have very strong backgrounds. Michaela McNeamer is the second baseman. She leads it off. Paige Jensen, the center fielder, bats second. The shortstop, Riley McNeamer, will bat into the third spot. Cleanup hitter is the pitcher, Madison Cox. In left field is Lindsey Dixon. Megan Flowers, the third baseman. Jarrah Thrower behind the plate. Katie Marie Stapleton is the first baseman. And the designated player is J.D. Howard, with the right fielder being Davin Downey. The Lady Tigers, we mentioned Edwards in the circle. It's Janae Shivers that leads it off. She's in center field. Jaden Crimmins, the left fielder. Clara Edwards pitching. Hannah Ferguson over at first base. Gabby Nelms is in right field. Erin Hamill will play second. Haley Franson at third. The designated player is Sid Calloway. And then Kylie Rosenau behind the plate will bat in the 9-hole. Lexi Leiby will play at shortstop defensively. So it's Shivers, Crimmins, Edwards, Ferguson, Nelms, Hamill, Franson, Calloway, Rosenau for the Lady Tigers. 22-0, chasing history on this Thursday and Friday. The only other undefeated state championship team for the Lady Tigers 21 years ago in 1997. Remember it well, in Manhattan, bringing home the state title as they beat Bonner Springs in that final game 4-1. Today, the Lady Tigers open up state championship play. We'll have the opening pitch on the way next.
Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy is your headquarters for durable medical equipment. They can tell you about the line of supplies and how each is designed to make routine tasks a little easier. You'll find lift chairs, braces, walkers, bath rails, canes, diabetic shoes, and so much more. All available to improve your mobility and overall health. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy is your source for dependable and cost-effective durable medical equipment, putting the care into healthcare. Downtown Clay Center.
We are underway. The opening pitch is going to be a hit-by pitch. The leadoff batter is the forward, Michaela McNeamer, getting plunked in the helmet by Clara Edwards, who smiles in at Kylie Rosenau and will get set for the second batter of the inning. So the first pitch into the helmet of the batter, McNeamer. It's Paige Jensen. The Lady Tigers defensively now with the runner aboard, the leadoff hitter in the top half of the first. Here's Edwards with the pitch home. And the bunt down the third base line. Franson bobbles for a moment, now throws to first. Hamill covering, there's one away. So the first batter reaches on a hit by batter, and then Paige Jensen sacrifice bunts 5-3 in the scorebook. There's one down. Runner at second base. And it'll be Riley McNeamer, the shortstop, who bats in the third spot for Galena. She stands in on the right side. Here's a pitch home, off-speed pitch, just missing outside. The runner at second base is the leadoff hitter, McNeamer, with one down. And the number 3 hitter, Riley McNeamer, at the plate, the shortstop. Wide open stance to start, then closes it up as the pitch comes home, and it's up and outside, 2-0. So a hit batter, then a sacrifice bunt, and a runner at second with one away as Clara Edwards, the freshman for the Lady Tigers, looks in. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Right down the pipe, grounder back at Edwards. She'll fire to first, gets the sure out. The runner does get to third, but there's now 2 away. Runner broke early, but Edwards smartly throwing to first, not trying to look and get in a runner into a pickle or try to get something extra. Just got the sure out at first base, and there's 2 down. The batter, Madison Cox, the pitcher for Galena, and now we've got a timeout taken by the umpire. And he's going to go out and visit with Clara Edwards, the pitcher. And maybe she came too quick for the home plate umpire. He's going to call a balk and score a run here early. And Coach Don Richter wants to know what the call is. And I'm going to see if I can hear any of this conversation because I'm not sure what they called a balk. Now, Clara Edwards closes her left shoulder, the gloved hand, toward the third base side every time and has all season long. I didn't see anything different than what we've seen from game 1 till here in the state championships. And so Coach Don Richter explaining what the call was, and I don't know exactly what the umpire called, but Galena's got to run in a free pass and a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Edwards. Grounder left side. Franson has it, steps and throws to first, and that's 3 down. So Galena gets one given, a hit batter, and then the balk call, and that's 1 run in. Clay Center's first time at the plate coming up next.
Do you consistently have problems with your home Wi-Fi connection? Let Blue Valley Telecommunications help with our Managed Wi-Fi program. With Blue Valley's Managed Wi-Fi, technicians will provide you with a robust router, identify the best location for your router, and help configure all your devices to have the best experience possible. If your router malfunctions, we'll even replace it for free. Plus, we offer 24/7 technical support to manage and update your router, all for a small monthly charge. To learn more about Blue Valley's Managed Wi-Fi program, visit our website at bluevalley.net or call us today.
Having a good quality coat of paint on your stock trailer, hay trailer, or semi-grain trailer will extend its lifespan and value. Let B&D Sandblasting and Painting use their expertise and specialized equipment along with high-quality primer and paint to revive and renew your trailers. B&D Sandblasting and Painting can take your old trailer and make it look like new and maintain its function and value. Give B&D Sandblasting and Painting a call at 632-0696.
Wallace Tree Value once again is offering the ultimate fertilizer lineup for your yard and garden. Ultimate makes 2 crabgrass preventers, one with Dimension and one with Barricade, to keep that pesky crabgrass out of your yard. It also is an iron and sulfur-based fertilizer to promote root growth and thicker lawns to keep weeds out and grass a rich, dark green color. The weed and feed formula features Viper, designed to kill dandelions and other weeds, while supplementing the root system again. Stop and see the options for your yard at Wallace Tree Value.
Janae Shivers leads it off for the Lady Tigers, and the ball in the dirt on the first pitch, so 1-0 for the leadoff hitter. Shivers, Crimmins, Edwards, if someone can reach. Hannah Ferguson would wait in the hole for Clay Center. Bottom half of the first, 1-0 Galena lead. Here's the pitch from the Bulldog pitcher, across for a strike. It's 1-1. Madison Cox inside the circle for Galena. Clara Edwards for the Lady Tigers hit the leadoff hitter and put her aboard, and she scored on a balk call, which a lot of people still trying to sort out. That is a rifle line drive hit right at the shortstop, and there's 1 down. So Janae Shivers hits it right on the screws, but it's right at the shortstop, and there's 1 away. Jaden Crimmins will be the batter. Lady Tigers down 1-0 here in the bottom half of the first. Clara Edwards waits in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch from Madison Cox. It's down low and inside, 1-0 to Crimmins. Jaden playing in left field today. Pitcher Clara Edwards on deck. Madison Cox, the pitcher. Jarrett Thrower is the catcher for Galena. There's a bunt attempt. Fouled straight back at us here behind home plate. We sit just a few feet behind the back square of where the umpire stands, behind home plate here in Salina Bilbert Sports Complex. So it's a 1-1 count. First pitch outside the zone. Crimmins tried to lay the bunt down on the second one, and now stands with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Madison Cox. This one laid down third base side, and it gets by the third baseman. They will not have a play at first. Oh, they get her. Oh, they get her. Nicole Edwards, the coach at first base, can't believe it. Crimmins standing at first thinking she's safe, and the umpire punched her out. It got by the third baseman. The shortstop picked and made a electric throw to first, but it looked like from here Crimmins had gotten by the bag before the throw, but instead the out is recorded. There's 2 away, nobody aboard, and Clara Edwards stands in. Here's the swing and a pop-up on the infield behind home plate. The catcher, Jarrett Thrower, will make the play. So 3 up, 3 down for the Lady Tigers in their half of the first. We're headed to the second. 1-0 Galena leads here in Salina.
Prepare for more profit from your milo and soybean ground. Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed has several ways to help you. Their fertilizer programs, chemical programs, and finance options are available to get you started. With their cutting-edge technology and years of experience, you can be confident that the health of your crops is in good hands. Call Wilbur Ellis for your post-emergence herbicides to help you stay in control of the weeds, and they'll figure out a fertilizer plan for your field soil type, crop, yield goal, and budget.
During spring field work, Central Valley Ag understands you simply can't afford downtime from unexpected equipment failure. That's why they recommend Cenex Premium Diesel Fuels with their enhanced additives formulated for the demands of today's modern engines. Plus, Cenex Premium Diesel Fuels are proven to deliver more power and up to 5% better fuel economy. Contact your Central Valley Ag Energy team to learn more today at 785-392-3031. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
So a very quick first inning. Galena comes away with the run, again a hit batter, and then a sacrifice bunt to second, advanced to third on a ground out, and then a balk call, the only run scored thus far. Clay Center went 1-2-3 in their inning, although Janae Shivers hit it really hard right at the shortstop. It appeared Jaden Crimmins' bunt had gotten her on safely, but she was punched out at first, and then Clara Edwards popping out to the catcher in foul territory. There's a shot to left field, but foul. The count goes to 0-2. The batter is the batter for Lindsey Dixon for Galena. Took a strike for the first pitch and then got around on the second one. Line drive into left field, but well foul. 0-2 the count for Edwards to work with. The freshman pitcher has been nothing short of fantastic this year. 15-0 on the season. There's a fly ball left field. Jaden Crimmins, a couple of strides in, and she makes the play. There's one away. So one down quickly in the top half of the second inning. Edwards 15-0 on the season, an ERA of 1.12, 104 strikeouts on the year for the freshman, and she has been phenomenal this season at the plate as well. Here's the first pitch now to Megan Flowers. Ground ball, shortstop. Libby has it, fires the first, 2 down. So Lexi Libby picks it up at shortstop, fires a strike to Hannah Ferguson at first, and there's 2 quickly away here in the top half of 2. Clay Center trailing 1-0. Jara Thrower, the catcher for Galena, is the batter. Bulldogs advancing into the state championships with wins over Columbus and Baxter Springs. Baxter Springs was their number 1 seed in their regional, 10-7. And Galena getting through. The first pitch to Thrower is outside for a strike. The 1-0 pitch with 2 down, nobody aboard. On its way and just up high, 2-0. First pitch of the game was a hit batter from Clara Edwards. Michaela McNeamer reached. And then she would end up coming around to score on what was called a balk. Here's the 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-1. Katie Marie Stapleton stands in the on-deck circle should Thrower reach base. 2 balls and a strike, 2 down, nobody on. We're in the top of the second. 2 balls, 1 strike. The umpire, I think, correcting what he had told the players on the field, and the batter stepped out, called time, and now we're ready to work again. Here's Edwards from the circle. The line and the rock in, and it's fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Haley Franson at third, Hannah Ferguson over at first base. The shortstop, Lexi Livey, Erin Hamill at second. In right field is Gabby Nelms, the center fielder, Janae Shivers. In left field, Jaden Crimmins and Kylie Rosenau behind the plate. Here's the 2-2 from Edwards. And an off-speed pitch goes low in the dirt, and the count goes full, 3-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top of 2, Clay Center trailing 1-0. Edwards looks in, and the 3-2 pitch on its way. And it's fly to left field. Crimmins into foul territory. Long run, can't get there, and the count stays at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got a pretty good jump on it. It was just hit well underneath the softball, popped up, no chance for an infielder to get toward it. Crimmins a long run that finally fell harmlessly in foul territory. So 3-2, 2 down. Nobody on. The 3-2 pitch pops up on the infield. Foul territory. Franson calls for it, and Haley makes the play. So 3 up, 3 down in the second. Clay Center down 1-0 as we go to the bottom of 2 here in Salina.
You're a farmer. You're good at making things grow. Good news is, so are we. United Bank and Trust has the financial stability to help keep you afloat throughout all farming seasons. You see, just like the family farm, we've been around for generations, and we're built on a foundation of agriculture. Turn to the seasoned professionals that you can trust your farm with. At United Bank and Trust, they'll make sure you're able to operate at full capacity. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Intensive sampling, Veris soil mapping, and variable rate application of fertilizers can improve the efficiency of nutrient management. CS Precision Ag can assess nutrient availability of different areas within a field and recommend the right product to improve your bottom line. New customers are currently being accepted at CS Precision Ag. They serve producers throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact Clayton Bott or visit them online at csprecisionag.com.
Back once again, we bring you to Salina as the Clay Center Lady Tigers trail 1-0. We're headed into the bottom half of the second inning. It'll be Hannah Ferguson lead it off, followed by Gabby Nelms. See if Clay Center can get something started here in their half of the second inning after a 1-2-3 inning defensively. Galena scoring 1 run there in the top of the first. And we now head into the bottom half of 2 after Clay Center retired the side in order, 3 up, 3 down. Ferguson, Nelms, Hamill due up. Here's the pitch in from Dixon, and it's a cross for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Right side batting is Hannah Ferguson, number 4 hitter in the Lady Tiger lineup. Pitch in, outside, 1-1, I should say. 1 ball, 1 strike for Ferguson. Hannah on the season batting .388, slugging percentage of .662 on the year. 1 ball, 1 strike count. The pitch from Dixon. Pop fly, right side, up and out of play, and the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Madison Cox is the pitcher for Galena. Their defense has Megan Flowers at third, Katie Marie Stapleton at first, Michaela McNeamer at second base, Riley McNeamer at shortstop, Lindsey Dixon in left, Paige Jensen center, Davin Downey over in right field. The catcher is Jarrah Thrower. 1 ball, 2 strike count. The pitch to Ferguson, way to hang in there, just able to nub it away and out of play right side. Trying to paint the outside corner was Madison Cox, and Ferguson stays alive with the shot to the first base side and out of play. Almost went through the dugout. 1-2 stays the count. Good at bat for Ferguson here to lead off the bottom of the second. Clay Center down 1-0. Pitch way up and outside, and the count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gabby Nelms on deck. And the stands back in. Coach Nicole Edwards giving her a word, and Hannah with a smile nodded yes. There's a fly ball center field, short fly ball, and the second baseman actually able to get back near the grass and make the catch on the pop out. 1 away, and Gabby Nelms will step in. Clay Center retired in order in the first inning. Janae Shivers hit it really hard to lead it off. Right at the shortstop, though, Jaden Crimmins very close to beating out a bunt try to the third base side. Got by the third baseman. Shortstop picked it through, and she was called out at first, and then Clara Edwards popped out in foul territory behind home plate to the catcher. Here's Nelms, 1 down, nobody on. And the first pitch is in for a strike. Nelms and Aaron Hamill. If someone can reach, Haley Franson waiting to get up there. Bottom half of the second, 1-0 Clay Center trails. Nelms lines one left field. This is going to drop in for the first hit, and it gets by the left fielder. Nelms quickly around first, on her way to second. She's going to round 2 and head to third, and she will slide in third base. No throw. Gabby Nelms, the senior, goes with the pitch opposite field and gets it by the left fielder and races around to third base with a 1-out triple and a runner at third for Aaron Hamill with 1 down. Clay Center down 1-0. Great smoke from Gabby Nelms to the left side. Left fielder charging in, did not have a chance to catch it on the line, and then saw it bounce away from her and slide to the wall. And Nelms at third with a triple. Here's the pitch to Hamill. And it's called for a strike on the outside corner. Nelms, by the way, no stranger to extra base hits on the year. Here's the pitch in, popped foul, and up out away by Hamill. Nelms has 7 doubles. That's her second triple of the season. He's batting .426 on the year. Hamill .451 this season, and a slugging percentage of .732. And if she could slide one to the right side on the ground, it's likely a run. If she gets one through, obviously, maybe we get something really started. And there's a swing and a miss, strike three. Had to chase one up and out, and Haley Franson will step in. So 2 down. Franson steps in on the right side of the plate. As she looks at Madison Cox, who steps back outside the circle and now steps in ready to work. Franson batting .246 on the year. A strike called on the first pitch in. 18 ribbies for the junior Haley Franson, and a 19th here would be huge for the Lady Tigers in the state championships. Here's the pitch in. Bunts it right side, sends it, and it will go foul. That would have been a score. Gnelm's coming strong with 2 down, but it just slides foul. They had no chance to get Haley Franson at first, but it's an 0-2 count. 2 down. Nelm's the 1-out triple. Still stands at third. Clay Center trying to scratch a run across to tie it in the bottom half of the second. Haley Franson up there. Sid KCLY on deck. Addison Cox looks in. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss, strike three. Clay Center gets a runner in scoring position, unable to push her across. 1-0 ball game. We are headed to the top of 3 here in Salina.
Are you looking for a full-service diesel repair shop? Well, look no further. TSI Kansas Repair Shop is here for all your diesel repair needs. From lights, brakes, tires, and engine repairs, and much, much more. We now offer TSI's Rapid Lube Rig Zone with Cenex, Chevron, Fleetguard, and Donaldson products. Call 785-632-5183.
If you want to control tough weeds today, you need help from Residuals and Crop Production Services. A residual herbicide in your weed management program can prevent yield losses and enhance profitability. And when post-spraying corn, Radiate will help develop longer, stronger, healthier roots to improve nutrient uptake, while Status is a great weed combatant. CPS also offers fungicide application for corn to target diseases for a healthy crop. Contact the spray specialist at Crop Production Services of Clay Center.
Back in Salina, the Lady Tigers down 1-0. We're to the top of the third right now as Galena comes back to the plate. The Bulldogs will send their 8 and 9 hitters up, and then the leadoff hitter back aboard. Katie Marie Stapleton, J.D. Howard, and Michaela McNeamer. Here's the first pitch, in for a strike from Clara Edwards. The freshman hits the inside corner. It's 0-1. 1-0 ball game, top half of the third. Edwards looks in and rocks into motion from the circle, and there is an 0-2 count. Again on the inside corner against Stapleton, the first baseman for Galena. 0-2 count. Edwards again looks in to Kylie Rosenau. The 0-2 pitch on its way, and she chased a high one but got a bat on it and fouls it up and out of play behind home plate. Lady Tigers down 1-0, top of the third. Leadoff hitter up, and a changeup she was way out in front of. Clara Edwards completely fools the batter Stapleton, and there's one away. And so it brings up the number 9 hitter in the Galena lineup, J.D. Howard, and the leadoff hitter Michaela McNeamer in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch in from Edwards, across for a strike, and so she's gotten ahead of the batters after the first batter was hit by a pitch and then came around to score on a balk call as she had reached third after a sacrifice and a ground out. So with 2 down, she was at third. The balk was called. That's the only run of the game for either team. Top of the third, there's an 0-1 count, pitch from Edwards. And the changeup again, fooling the batter Howard. It is now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Top of 3, Galena batting. Clay Center with 1 down and nobody aboard brings the pitch from Clara Edwards and just misses inside. Had one riding in toward the batter that time and called off the plate inside. So the count 1-2. Edwards looks in and the pitch home. Grounder right side. Hamill has it. Aaron scooped and a flip over to first. There's 2 away. So 2 down here in the top of the third. Hamill this week had a ground ball come up and pop one of her tips of her finger. She had kind of a blistered up there, so a gamer, tough certainly, staying in there. Made a good play there with 2 down now. The leadoff hitter for Galena, Michaela McNeamer, who took one in the helmet her very first pitch of the game, takes a strike here at 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Edwards, the pitch home. The 0-1. Grounded shortstop. Livey gets it on a soft top, fires to first, and 3 up, 3 down. We're motoring through here in Salina. Play center down 1-0. We're headed to the bottom of 3.
People ask me, Brandy, what's the best part of my job? It's the hours spent helping people buy their first home, or the hours spent helping customers refinance their house to get a little breathing room when life gets rough. Union State Bank has brought back our 30-year mortgage for whatever situation life throws at you. We enjoy helping customers navigate the mortgage loan process in a no-pressure, informed, and friendly setting. I'm Brandy Lippert with Union State Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Replacing a roof is a substantial undertaking. It's one of the biggest financial commitments a homeowner will make. But the long-term value of a solid, attractive, and leak-free roof is well worth it. McGee Roofing offers residential and commercial roofing replacement, along with guttering and siding. With the colors and textures available in siding, you can customize the look of your home or business. For roof replacement or repair, gutters and siding, McGee Roofing is committed to customer satisfaction. Call them for an estimate.
Lady Tigers here in the 4A Division II state championships head into the bottom half of the third, down 1-0. 1 run scored in the top half of the first after a batter was hit by a pitch, and then the balk call scoring the run, and that's where we're at as Sid Calloway steps in, the sidewalk surfer for the Lady Tigers, a senior designated player. She bats in the lineup, will not play the field this game. First pitch is up high, 1-0. One-0 count for Callaway, bottom of 3. Play center down by 1. There's a pitch across on the outside corner, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Madison Cox, the pitch in. Pop fly, up and out of play behind home plate. The count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2, Cox the pitcher. Thrower, her catcher behind the plate. For Clay Center, it's Callaway, Rosenau, and the leadoff hitter, Janae Shivers, as someone reaches Jaden Crimmins. 1-2 pitch to Callaway on its way home. Way up and outside, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, a lot of state championship action, Dean Evans Stadium. Seeing state baseball, 4A Division II. Riley County Falcons at Toynton Family Stadium. We'll look for scores on that coming up. There's a pitch down to the dirt. Callaway has it, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Riley County facing Humboldt today. They are the 4-seeded, 19-2. And congratulations to Tyler Halstead, the 3A Player of the Year this season. 3 ball, 2 strike count to Callaway. Pitch home and a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd strikeout now for Madison Cox for Galena. 1 down, and Kylie Rosenau will be the batter. Bottom of 3, 1-0 Galena lead. Very odd start to the game with a hit batter and then the runner scoring from third with 2 outs on a balk against Clara Edwards. There's a strike in against Rosenau. Kylie on the season batting at .360, a .333 average on the year. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled straight back off of the, I believe, umpire's hit gear. And the count is 0-2. 1 down, nobody on. Janae Shivers waits on deck for Clay Center as they bat in their half of the third, down 1-0. State championship track and field action coming your way tomorrow. We'll start with reports at 8 a.m. 7:45 is when the 3,200 is run. Here's a pitch to Rosenau, up and out, 1-2. That will feature the Lady Tigers' Karen Larson in the 3,200. They run the 4, 5, 6A events in the early session tomorrow, then the 1-2-3A in the afternoon evening. And a pitch outside. Rosenau able to lay off of one that Dixon tried to tempt her with just off the plate. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, nobody aboard, bottom of 3. Rosenau digs in on that right side. Here's the 2-2 from Madison Cox. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher. They'll have to throw to first. And they do and make the play. There's 2 down. That's 4 straight strikeouts now for Madison Cox. She had 2 strikeouts to end the second after Gabby Nelms had that triple to left, was stranded at third, and now has struck out 4. Madison Cox for Galena. Janae Shivers, the batter. She lined one hard, but right at the shortstop in the bottom of the first, lead off the game for Clay Center. Bats here with nobody on and 2 down. Jaden Crimmins in the on-deck circle. First pitch is down in the dirt. It's 1-0. Shivers on the year has had a great season in center field, and at the plate, he's put together a .429 batting average on the season. See if the Lady Tigers can rally with 2 here in the bottom of 3, down 1-0. Pitch outside, 2-0, so Shivers has the count in her favor. Jarrett Thrower, the catcher, looking to the dugout for the sign from her coach. And now is set to work. Shivers in there, 2-0. In for a strike, 2-1. And Janae with the count in her favor, and down 1-0. Was taken, it appeared pretty much all the way, unless it was maybe right in her wheelhouse. Now a hitter's count, 2-1. Shivers, good hack at it, but up and out of play behind home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Janae, the Lady Tiger leadoff hitter, in there with a 2-ball, 2-strike count, and 2 down and nobody on, bottom of the third. Play Center trails here, 1-0. Galena scoring 1 in the top half of the first. Here's the pitch from Cox, grounded right back at the box, but right at the pitcher. And that is a 3-up, 3-down inning for Galena. We are headed to the 4th already here in Salina. The Lady Tigers trailing 1-0 when we return.
The Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center in Manhattan is continually in tune with the latest advances in medical treatments and therapies. One of these is called dry needling. This technique provides a stimulus to muscular trigger points, which leads to favorable biochemical changes. The result? Pain reduction for a variety of issues including neck, back, and shoulder pain, as well as common conditions such as carpal tunnel syndrome and tennis elbow. Visit the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center in Manhattan. The greatest comebacks begin here.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Top of the 4th, Clara Edwards back in the circle. Clay Center down 1-0. Here's the pitch home. It's up high, 1-0. So Galena with the 1 run in the top of the first, and now to the top of the 4th, and no more runs have been scored. It's 1-0 Bulldog. Edwards pitch in. Just off the plate, 2-0. The batter is the number 2 hitter. It's 2, 3, 4 hitters here in the top of the 4th. Paige Jensen leads it off. She sacrificed bunted her first time up, followed by Riley McNamara. Here's a ground ball left side. Lively has it. Quick step and throw, and she makes the play at first. Lively to her right, backhanded, and then stepped in one motion, made that throw to first, got the shoulders squared, and threw a strike to Hannah Ferguson, and a bang-bang play at first. There's 1 down. And that'll bring up Riley McNamara along with Madison Cox on deck. Clara Edwards looks in. 1 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Clara got her 105th strikeout of the season in the the 3rd inning. Clay Center, though, trailing 1-0. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's a changeup that McNamara does a pretty good job of just hanging in there and getting a bat on it. And so the count is no balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, nobody aboard. We're in the top of 4. Clay Center trails 1-0. Here's Edwards. The pitch home. Popped up and out of play right side. And the count is 0-2. Hannah Ferguson at first, Aaron Hamill at second for the Lady Tigers. The shortstop is Lexi Livey. Haley Franson over at third base. Left to right in the outfield, Jaden Crimmins, Janae Shivers, and Gabby Nelms. Kylie Rosenau behind the plate. In the circle, Claire Edwards, the 0-2. Fouled straight back off the bat of the number 3 hitter, Riley McNamara of Galena. Again, McNamara coming in, and Galena 12-10 of the season, a number 8 seed, but certainly battle-tested through the year with the conference they play in and the area that they play in. Here's the 0-2 from Edwards. Down in the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. McNamara would ground out to the pitcher, Edwards, back in the first inning. That advanced the runner to third, who scored on a balk call in the top of the first. That's been the only run thus far. Here's the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Edwards. And it's popped up, foul territory again, back up and out of play. And the count stays 1-2. Winner of this game will move to the semifinals tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And then we'll either play at 1 for third place or at 2 for the state championship. Here's the pitch, 1-2 again from Edwards. This time low and inside. And a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Or a 2 ball, 2 strike count, I should say. 1 down, nobody on, top of the fourth. Place hitter trails 1-0. Here's the 2-2. Grounded third base, no foul territory. And it remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Riley McNamara putting together a good at-bat against Clara Edwards of the Lady Tigers, the freshman fourth-place center, in the circle with 1 down and nobody on, trailing 1-0. Edwards looks in. Here's the 2-2 on its way. And grounded right side. Slow grounder. Hamill charges. Fires to first. 2 down. Good play by Aaron Hamill. It was not hit well at all. Kind of nubbed toward the second baseman and sat down in that dirt. And Hamill did a good job to come charging in and make a quick throw over to first. And there's 2 away. Madison Cox grounded to third base. Her first time out to Haley Franson. Nobody on, 2 down, top of the fourth. Here's the pitch from Edwards, and that changeup again. And Madison Cox laughing at herself right now in the batter's box. Now steps out and tries to collect herself a little bit. She had swung, and the ball wasn't even halfway to home plate. So it's 0-1. Here's the pitch again from Edwards. This time, same pitch, and she's way out in front of it again. And that's about all you can do. When you're fooled, you're fooled. And Madison Cox, a pitcher for Galena, understands what it's like to make batters look silly sometimes. And now the 0-2 from Edwards. And again, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down. It is a fast-moving game. Play center down 1-0. We're headed to the bottom of 4 in Salina.
Attention Salina area residents. Did hailstorms in the fall of 2017 damage your home or business? Then now is the time to call Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement of Salina and Concordia. They'll send out their HEG certified roof specialist to provide you with a free estimate. They're booking up quickly, so don't delay. Call them today. Learn more at GeislerRoofing.com.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. We've got you covered.
An avalanche of technology has swept through in recent years. Video doorbells, key finders, pet locators, and many other hot new items to help you simplify your everyday life. You need a Pulse Internet connection to fully enjoy all this new technology. Sign up for Twin Valley Pulse Internet between now and June 8th to be entered to win cool technology prizes. No contracts and no home phone requirements. Call 800-515-3311. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact Twin Valley for details.
Bottom of 4th is here for the Lady Tigers as they go in trailing 1-0. They'll have Jaden Crimmins, Clara Edwards, Hannah Ferguson, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. Gabby Nelms, who has the Lady Tigers' lone base runner. It was a triple to left with 1 down, and she was stranded over at third base. She would be due up if the Lady Tigers can get someone aboard. Second time through the lineup for Clay Center here at the plate. Crimmins stands in right side. Galena's Madison Cox to pitch home. And a line drive right side. Second baseman, great play going way to her left. And Michaela McNeamer makes a great play far to her left. The ball just about to drop, and she was able to shoestring catch it for one down. So one away. And Clara Edwards steps in. She popped out to the catcher her first time up behind home plate in foul territory. Here's the pitch home. Down in the dirt, 1-0. The freshman for Clay Center, 627 her batting average, 686 her on-base percentage, and her slugging percentage, 1.149. It's crazy numbers. Line drive right back at the pitcher. Shortstop has it, fires to first and out. And Clara Edwards could not have hit it more on the button than she did. The deflection right at the shortstop, who was able to step and throw. It was hit so hard there was still time to make a play at first. So Clara Edwards ropes it back up the middle. It was knocked down by the pitcher, and then the shortstop able to come up with it and throw to first, and there's two away. Now they're checking on the pitcher. It hit her glove. It didn't hit her. It hit her glove. It certainly got her attention inside the circle. Came back way faster than it came to the plate, but she did knock it down enough. It glanced off her gloves. The shortstop couldn't have been more perfect the way it ended up there. Now there's a number to the right side, and the first baseman has it, and Clay Center is retired in order. We are headed to the fifth. Clay Center trails 1-0 in the 4A Division II state championships.
Consistent flavor and value for the money. That's the legendary taste of Kretschmar Deli Meats and Cheeses, available at Ray's Apple Market. One taste and you'll be hooked. You can taste the difference from only the select cuts of meat, only the highest ingredients, and superior processing for exceptional flavor. All Kretschmar meats and cheeses are gluten-free, no fillers, binders, or MSG. For your family, there's nothing better than Kretschmar. Shop small, shop local. Shop at Ray's Apple Market.
Hi, this is Linda Reed with the Citizens National Bank. Get rewarded for loving your bank and referring a friend. It's easy. Fill out a referral card and send it with your friend. When the person opens a new deposit or loan account, you earn a free CNB tumbler. Referral cards are located on the webpage or at the Citizens National Bank, downtown Clay Center. Refer a friend and get a free CNB tumbler while supplies last. Member FDIC.
Top of five, 1-0. Galena leads the Lady Tigers. Clara Edwards' pitch home is going to be fouled into the batter's box. Leadoff hitter is Lindsey Dixon, who flew out to left field her first time up. Megan Flowers will bat second. Jarrah Thrower is third hitter in this inning for Galena. That is their 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Here's the 0-1 from Edwards. Line drive back up the middle, base hit. So the leadoff hitter is aboard, Lindsey Dixon. That is their first hit of the game. The only run scored by Galena was a really odd top of the first, a hit batter, first pitch of the game. And she got to third on a sacrifice bunt and a ground out, and then a balk against the pitcher, Clara Edwards, that no one really quite understood, and then it was 1-0, and that's where we stand now. Here's a pitch up high, past the catcher, and the runner to second. They were going to sacrifice bunt the runner, but the pitch from Edwards went up tall, and Rosenau got a glove on it. That was it against the backstop. And so Dixon to second, nobody out. We're in the top of the fifth, and Clay Center down 1-0. Galena's Megan Flowers stands in on the right side. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, third base side. Franson up with it. Fires to first. The runner gets to third, but there is one down. So Haley, good job at third base. Charging in on a slow roller, throws the runner out, but again, it does advance Dixon to third base, and the batter is Jarrah Thrower. Down 1-0, Clay Center working here in the top of the fifth with a runner at third and one down. Clara Edwards looks in. Here's the pitch in to Thrower, and it's low and outside, 1-0. Both teams have been really clean defensively. Both pitchers have worked quickly and kept it in the strike zone. We're in the top of the fifth already. Clay Center trails 1-0. There's a pitch just missing down and inside, and the count goes to 2-0. Thrower popped out to the third baseman, Haley Franson, in foul territory her first time up near the Lady Tiger dugout. 2-0 pitch from Edwards. Pops up right side this time, out of play, and the count is 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Top half of the fifth. Clay Center down 1-0 count. Edwards looks in. Pitch on its way. Popped again, foul, and up and out of play. So it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 1 down, a runner at third. Edwards, the pitch home, the 2-2. And it is called inside, maybe? That was right on the target Rosenau gave. Edwards asking where it was at. The umpire, I don't know if it's giving her an answer or not, but that was close. Now the count 3-2. The pitch from Edwards. This one is up high, ball 4. So runners at the corners. How Jarrett Thrower did not swing at that 2-2 pitch, I'm not sure. And now we'll have a visit to the mound by Coach Don Richter. 1 out, runners at first and third. Clay Center trailing 1-0. We're at the top of the fifth here in Salina. We'll be back right after this.
Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy is your headquarters for durable medical equipment. They can tell you about the line of supplies and how each is designed to make routine tasks a little easier. You'll find lift chairs, braces, walkers, bath rails, canes, diabetic shoes, and so much more. All available to improve your mobility and overall health. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy is your source for dependable and cost-effective durable medical equipment, putting the care into healthcare. Downtown Clay Center.
Top of the fifth. Clay Center down 1-0. Runners now at first and third. A visit to the circle. They brought the infield in. Coach Don Richter shared a word, and now we're set to work. The batter is the number 8 hitter in the lineup, Katie Marie Stapleton. She struck out her first time in. First and third, just 1 down. 8 and 9 hitters are due up. Edwards looks in. The pitch home. And it's a ground ball, third base and fair. 1 run is in, and it's 2-0. Number 8 hitter in the lineup was not bunting, swinging at the first pitch, and lines one right over the bag at third base. And it's a 2-0 ball game now. Clay Center trailing here, 2-0. And a runner to third, 2 hits, and a walk in the inning. Top of the fifth. 2-0 ball game, 1 down, and the batter is J.D. Howard, who grounded to second her first time in. First pitch is up and out, 1-0. Salina, as mentioned, 12-10, number 8 seed, but tried to let everyone know the talent they have and the team, the competition they go up against day in and day out. There's a grounder. They'll throw to third, get the lead runner, 2 down. So that's the lead runner at third outs. Stapleton to second. And the batter, Howard, to first base on a fielder's choice. 2 away, runners at first and second for the leadoff hitter, Michaela McNeamer. She was hit by a pitch and scored in the first when a balk was called, and now bats here in the fifth. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike, 2 down. Runners at first and second. Clay Center now trailing 2-0. Here's the pitch in from Edwards. Popped up, foul territory, back up and out of play. And the count 0-2. We mentioned McNeamer hit by a pitch and then scored on the balk call in the first. She also grounded to short in the third and bats here in the fifth inning. Top of 5, 2 down, 2 aboard. And popped up on the infield. 3 players around it. Hannah Ferguson wants it, and the senior makes the catch. Clay Center goes to the bottom of 5. They trail 2-0 here in the 4A Division II State Championships.
Do you consistently have problems with your home Wi-Fi connection? Let Blue Valley Telecommunications help with our Managed Wi-Fi program. With Blue Valley's Managed Wi-Fi, technicians will provide you with a robust router, identify the best location for your router, and help configure all your devices to have the best experience possible. If your router malfunctions, we'll even replace it for free. Plus, we offer 24/7 technical support to manage and update your router, all for a small monthly charge. To learn more about Blue Valley's Managed Wi-Fi program, visit our website at bluevalley.net or call us today.
Having a good quality coat of paint on your stock trailer, hay trailer, or semi-grain trailer will extend its lifespan and value. Let B&D Sandblasting and Painting use their expertise and specialized equipment along with high-quality primer and paint to revive and renew your trailers. B&D Sandblasting and Painting can take your old trailer and make it look like new and maintain its function and value. Give B&D Sandblasting and Painting a call at 632-0696.
Bottom of 5, Lady Tigers now down 2-0. And into those late innings when you need to make a move. Gabby Nelms leads it off. She tripled back in the second inning with one down and was stranded at third. She leads it off here in the fifth, placing her trailing 2-0. First pitch popped up, foul territory, and up and out of play. So an 0-1 count on Nelms. Gabby the triple in the second. Laced one into left field, went with it opposite way, and slid into third. Didn't need it. There wasn't a throw, but she was hustling all the way into third base. It's Nelms, Hamill, and Franson. If someone can get aboard, KCLY due up. Gabby from the left side of the plate set to work. Wakefield Bomber and Lady Tiger softball player, the 0-1 pitch coming home. And pops left field. It's hit well, but up in the air, and the left fielder underneath of it, and one down. One away, bottom of 5. Aaron Hamill will be the batter. Haley Franson on deck. Both were strikeout victims in the second to end the inning. Aaron's had a great year, as mentioned earlier, at the plate, batting .451. See if she can start something for the Lady Tigers here in the fifth, down 2-0. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Franson again on deck. Hamill the hitter. Bottom of 5, placing her trailing 2-0, trying to rally here at the state championships. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Down in the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 count. Galena's Madison Cox has allowed just the 1 hit to Nelms that triple back in the second. Here's the pitch home. Fly ball center field. Again up in the air, and that will be 2 down. So Aaron puts a pretty good bat on it, but flies it out to center field, and it brings up Haley Franson. And if Haley could get aboard, Sid Calloway is on deck. Lady Tigers trailing here 2-0. We are in the bottom of the fifth here in Salina. It's been a quick game, well played. But Galena has been able to scratch out 2 runs, and Clay Center yet to get one across the board. Pitch in, and down in the dirt, 2-0. As Franson bats here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 down and nobody on. Franson from the right side looks at Cox to pitch in. And line to left field and smoked, but the left fielder back underneath of it. And that is 3 down. Haley Franson hit it again on the nails, but right at the left fielder. We're headed to the 6th. Play Center trailing here, 2-0.
It's May already, and we have the bargains of the month at Wall's True Value waiting for you. Scott's Turf Builder plus Weed and Feed, just $17.99. Miracle Grow Potting Mix in a 1 cubic foot bag for $5.99. Kingsford Charcoal 2-pack bags for only $12.99. And Roundup Concentrate in a 36.8 ounce bottle for $18.99 after rebate. Get comfy in the Adirondack chairs for just $16.99 at the side table for a mere $9.99. And don't forget the 0G 50-foot garden hose for $29.99 at Wall's True Value.
Prepare for more profit from your milo and soybean ground. Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed has several ways to help you. Their fertilizer programs, chemical programs, and finance options are available to get you started. With their cutting-edge technology and years of experience, you can be confident that the health of your crops is in good hands. Call Wilbur Ellis for your post-emergence herbicides to help you stay in control of the weeds, and they'll figure out a fertilizer plan for your field soil type, crop, yield goal, and budget.
Top of the 6th, Clay Center. Line drive right side. Aaron Hamill right there to make the play. There's one down. Leadoff hitter for Galena, Paige Jensen. The Bulldog lines it hard, but Aaron Hamill there with the catch, and there's one down. One away for Riley McNeamer, who is grounded to the pitcher and grounded to second. Here's the pitch in from Edwards. Change up. Strike called. 0-1. Right on the outside corner. They are underway at Toynton Family Stadium for the Riley County Falcons. 0-0. They're just into the bottom of the first. There's a ground ball left side and through for a single. Wasn't hard hit, but it had ground ball with eyes going to the left side between Cranston and Libby, and McNeamer is aboard with one down. Madison Cox, the batter. She is grounded to third and also struck out swinging in the fourth. Top of 6, 2-0. Clay Center trails Galena with one down and a runner on at first base. First pitch in from Edwards, in for a strike, 0-1. Lady Tigers needing to rally here in the 6th, but they need to get the outs to get to their half. One away and one on. Second pitch in the dirt. Good block by Rosen now behind the plate. In the Lady Tigers in the outfield, Jaden Crimmins in left, Janae Shivers in center field, and in right is Gabby Nelms. Third base, Haley Franson. Shortstop, Lexi Libby. At second base, Aaron Hamill. First is Hannah Ferguson. Claire Edwards, the 1-1. Ground ball left side, and this one's going to sneak through. Much the same as the last one. Was not hit well, but it sneaks through between third and short, and there's runners at first and second base now. Two straight soft knocks, but both getting through the infield. Top of the 6th, down 2-0. Clay Center has ground ball to the shortstop. Libby could not come up with it cleanly, and the bases are loaded. Had to backhand it. Runner was in the area. Didn't interfere, but just a lot going on in the infield. Livy knocked it down, but couldn't pick it up in time to make a throw to any bag, and now the bases are full with just one out. First error of the game, and the pitch from Edwards is down in the dirt, 1-0. Bases jammed, one down. Top of the 6th here in Salina. Here's the pitch from Edwards. Line drive, center field. It's going to drop for a single. One run is in. They will try to score another, and they will. It's a 4-0 ball game. The infield in with one down, and the bases full. Aaron Hamill broke back as it went over her head, but had no chance to get to it. And now in the top of the 6th, it is Galena with a 4-0 lead. Kylie Rosen now out to talk with the pitcher. Now the infield will come join Clara Edwards in the circle. It's a 4-0 ball game. Nothing has been hit hard in this inning. Actually, the only ball hit hard was the leadoff hitter, Paige Jensen, hit a shot at the second baseman that Aaron Hamill, like playing catch, made the play on for one down. The next three hitters, soft grounder between third and short, soft grounder between third and short, soft liner that dropped over the second baseman, but it all adds up to 2 runs. And a 4-0 ball game, Clay Center trailing. First pitch, fouled straight back, 0-1. The batter is Jarrett Thrower, the catcher for Galena. Clara Edwards, an 0-1 count, one down, and runners now at first and second base after the 2 runs came in to score on that last single. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Clay Center in a tight spot, down 4-0 in the top half of the 6th inning. Galena up there with one down and runners at first and second. Here's the 0-2 from Edwards. And just missing, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pop out to third for Thrower, and a base on balls in the 5th that led to a run. Here's the 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So Thrower goes down swinging. And that'll bring in Katie Marie Stapleton to the plate. 2 away, runners at first and second. Again, Clay Center trails here 4-0, top of 6. Number to the right side over toward the batter's circle near the first base dugout of Galena. And Ferguson tracks it down well into foul territory. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Top of the 6, 2 down, runners at first and second. Here's the pitch from Edwards. Grounded first base side, foul, 0-2. Stapleton, the batter, 8-hitter in the lineup. She had that huge single with 2 outs in the 5th, which scored the second run of the game for Galena. And now Galena's come back with 2 runs in the 6th as well, and they lead it 4-0. Here's the 0-2 from Edwards. Popped up on the infield. And it will be Haley Franson calling for it and making the play. Clay Center, they're back against the wall. We're headed to the bottom of 6. They trail 4-0 in the 4A Division II state championships from Salina.
During spring field work, Central Valley Ag understands you simply can't afford downtime from unexpected equipment failure. That's why they recommend Cenex Premium Diesel Fuels with their enhanced additives formulated for the demands of today's modern engines. Plus, Cenex Premium Diesel Fuels are proven to deliver more power and up to 5% better fuel economy. Contact your Central Valley Ag Energy team to learn more today at 785-392-3031. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Are you looking for the right bank to complement your busy schedule? Look no further. United Bank and Trust has just what you need. From easy online, mobile, and tablet banking to online loan applications, there is no need to try to find time to reach the bank before closing hours. You can simply apply for that new mortgage or car loan in the comfort of your own home, or check the balances of your accounts while waiting in the line at the grocery store. United Bank and Trust makes banking convenient for you. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Lady Tigers come to bat. They're half of the home 6th, down 4-0 now after Galena adds 2 more on in their half of the 6th inning. So bottom of 6, 4-0, Galena leads. The Lady Tigers will lead it off with Jerry Ann Holt, who will pinch it for Sid Calloway. Jerry Ann Holt will lead it off, followed by Kylie Rosenau. Then the top of the order, Janae Shivers. See if the Lady Tigers can get something going here in the 6th. They have had 1 base runner the entire game. That was a triple from Gabby Nelms back in the 2nd. Pitch to Holt, in for a strike, 0-1. And Madison Cox, not overpowering by any means. She has 4 strikeouts. They came in a row in the end of the 2nd, beginning of the 3rd. But she hits her spots. She has not gotten in trouble. There's a swing and a miss by Holt. It's 0-2. And now with the count in her favor, she'll nibble around the corners or down in the dirt. No balls, 2 strikes. A timeout taken by the catcher. Had one of the shin guards pop loose and gets it refastened. 0-2. Bottom of 6. Clay Center trails here 4-0. And the pitch in. Outside, Holt leads off of it. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bradley County is underway, as mentioned, in the 3A state championships in baseball over at Toynton Family Stadium. 3 games already played there. Here's the 1-2, pop up toward the outfield. Center fielder drifts in. There's 1 away. So Holt here in the 6th, pinch hitting, pops out to center field. Thomas More Prep advancing. If Riley County would win, they would play them tomorrow at 1:15. Sabetha and Center also advancing in the other side of the bracket. Here, the Lady Tigers are down 4-0. Kylie Rosenau up at the plate. The first pitch up and maybe a touch outside, 1-0. Bottom of 6. Clay Center down 4-0. 1 down, nobody aboard. Here's a pitch from Cox. Good cut at it by Rosenau, but comes up empty. And the count's 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck, Janae Shivers. The 1-1 to Rosenau. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Rosenau now has to protect, down 1-2 in the bottom of the 6th there. Madison Cox looks in. The pitcher brings it home. Pop fly, left side, up and out of play. and the count stays 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, bottom of 6. Clay Center trails 4-0 to Galena. Abilene Cowgirls also playing in the state championships, 4A Division I over at Concordia. Here's the pitch, 1-2 to Rosenau on its way home. Way up and outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count. Rosenau, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, struck out swinging her first time in. Now bats with a 2-2 counts and 1 down. And Lyer pops one toward left field. Shortstop back to the grass and makes the play. And Clay Center down to their final 4 outs, trailing 4-0. They have actually moved the Abilene Cowgirls game to tomorrow. They always play at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, so weather interrupting in for you. Here's Shivers up there, fouls it up and out of play right side. Clay Center has, I'm looking through the scorecard here, and as I think about where they put the ball in play, they have popped out or flown out a bunch in this ball game. So Madison Cox getting them to maybe a little off balance, maybe a little out front. They've hit the ball hard a few times. Just the one hit, though, Gabby Nelms, that triple back in the second. Pitch to Shivers, slow it away. It's 1-1. Janae lined it hard her first time up, but right at the shortstop, and then grounded back to the pitcher in the third. So third time through the lineup, we'll see if Clay Center can maybe start something going. There's a ground ball left side. Shortstop has it, fires the first, and 3 up, 3 down. We are headed to the 7th here in Salina. Clay Center trailing 4-0.
When you grow corn or soybeans for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. You see, your seedman works with you year-round to make the most of your operation.
For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, contact Colton with Frontier Ag Supply, 785-630-0596.
Great things are happening here at TSI Kansas. We've added another mechanic and are now offering TSI's Rapid Lube Rig Zone, featuring Cenex, Chevron, Fleet Guard, and Donaldson products. Give us a call, 785-632-5183.
Back again in Salina, the 4A Division II state championships in softball. Clay Center down 4-0 going to the top of the 7th. First pitch from Clara Edwards, just missing outside. It's 1-0. So the Lady Tigers are work cut out for them, down 4-0 in the final frame. Here's the pitch in. Swing and a miss, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count. The batter is J.D. Howard, number 9 hitter in their lineup here in the top of the 7th. And change-up stays up high. And the count 2-1. Clay Center, if they can mount a comeback here in this final inning, would play at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Here's the 2-1, up and outside, 2 balls and a strike. Or 3 balls and a strike, I should say. Leadoff hitter in the 7th. Galena leads Clay Center 4-0. And a strike called, 3-1. Haley Franson at third. Shortstop is Lexi Livey. Aaron Hamill at second. At first base, Hannah Ferguson. Clara Edwards in the circle, a 3-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 down. So 1 away for Michaela McNamara, who will bat here, the leadoff hitter for Galena. Gave you the infield. Kylie Rosenau behind the dish. Edwards in the circle. And in the outfield from right to left is Gabby Nelms, Janae Shivers, Jaden Crimmins. And there's a foul ball straight back, 0-1. 1 down, nobody on. Top of the 7th. Clay Center trails 4-0. In state track and field championships on the way tomorrow. We'll have our first report at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Here's the 0-1 from Edwards. Fouled straight back. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Edwards looks in. Right-handed batter, leadoff hitter, Michaela McNamara. And the 0-2. Popped straight back. Foul territory off the backstop. It's 0-2. The count stays the same. Lady Tigers just have not been able to get it going offensively. And that last inning, 3 very softly hit balls ended up being hit for Galena. Here's a hard hit ball that's going to get through center field, and it's extra bases. Around first to second, going to third. They have a play, the throw, and in there sliding safely is McNamara. Shivers playing in tight in center field, just couldn't get over to knock it down before it rolled past, and Gabby Nelms had to go track it down from right field. They had a relay throw in, but good speed by the leadoff hitter, McNamara, and she's at third with a triple with 1 down. And Paige Jensen, the batter, who is grounded to short and lined out to second. Here's the pitch from Edwards. Low and inside, 1-0. Jensen, if she reaches, or Jensen and then Riley McNamara, if someone reaches Madison Cox, the pitcher, would be in the hole for Galena. A 1-0 pitch from Edwards, squaring to bunt, third base line, but foul, and it's 1-1. Lady Tigers gave up the 1 run in the first. Just an odd way to start this game. They had the hit by batter. Very first pitch hits the batter, McNamara, and then she's at third with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Edwards, 1-1. Ground ball left side. Livy throws home. They'll try to get the runner, but it's late. And so the runner scores, and down to first base, it's 5-0. You know, down 4-0, you try to minimize the damage. Livy made a good throw, but a good jump by McNamara. Got great speed at third. And now it's a 5-0 ball game, and a runner at first with just the 1 out. So a fielder's choice, and a runner on at first base. Riley McNamara, now the batter, who is grounded to the pitcher, grounded to second, singled back in the 6th. Mentioned the odd start. You have the batter hit to begin the game. Very first pitch, Edwards hits the batter. Squaring to bunt, they're going to run, steal second, no throw. And then with 2 outs, that runner's at third. And a balk is called, which, we can't hear the explanation. He explained to Claire Edwards. He explained to Coach Don Richter. It's a 5-0 ball game here. And Coach Richter out to talk with her team and almost marking a little bit of a focus, it looks like, hey, we still have to get out of this inning, and then we have 3 outs to work with at the plate. So a runner at second base, Paige Jensen with that steal, Riley McNamara the batter. It's a 1-ball, no strike count. McNamara squared the bunt, pulled it back, the runner going, and there was no throw down to second. 1 away here in the 7th. Grounder hot to Haley Franson. Fires to first, makes a great play. The runner will get to third, but that's why they call it the hot corner. And Haley in the hot corner made a great stop, threw to first, got the out. There's 2 down. The runner does advance to third base, and the batter is Madison Cox. It's a game of baseball, or a game of softball. Either one you look at. Riley McNamara hit a slow roller her last time up in the 6th. It was a run-scoring single. Here in the 7th, she smokes one right at third base, and it's an out. So it's not always how hard the ball is hit, obviously, but placement's certainly such a big deal. 1-0 the count. Edwards moves in, and a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike on Madison Cox, the pitcher for Galena. Galena Bulldogs lead 5-0 over the Clay Center Lady Tigers here in Salina in the quarterfinals of the state championships. Here's the 1-1. And strike on the changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. Edwards working. 2 down. There's a runner at third. 5-0 ball game. Clay Center will need to rally in the 7th. Here's the 1-2. popped straight back, and the count stays 1-2 strikes. So a 1-2 count for Clara Edwards to work with in the circle. Madison Cox, the batter. She grounded to third. That slow roller that became a single in the sixth. She also struck out in the fourth. Here's the 1-2. Popped again. Great job by Cox just to stay alive. Had to reach out across the plate and just get her bat, almost throw the bat at it to get a piece of it and stay alive. So Edwards has the count in her favor. 1-2 strikes, 2 down, a runner at third, place center trailing 5-0. Line drive up the middle, and that's going to drop her single, and Galena has scratched another run across. Second straight hit for Madison Cox, and now it is 6-0, Galena the lead, and the batter will be Lindsey Dixon. She has singled and scored, reached on an error in the sixth, and flew out to left field. Jaden Crimmins back in the second. It throws behind the runner at first, and Cox is back in there safely. Rosenau, a good throw down to Ferguson at first base. Riley County Falcons, top of the second. Here's a pitch in, change up across for a strike, and baffled was Dixon. Riley County up 4-0 right now in the top of the second at 3A State Baseball at Toynton Family Stadium. Here, an 0-2 count for Edwards. The pitch in, and just missing low. It's 1-2. A runner at first. Galena has now scored 2 runs in both the 6th and 7th after scoring 1 in the 1st and 5th. They lead 6-0. 1-2 pitch. Flied foul and out of play left side. And the count stays 1-2 strikes. Again, 4, 5, 6A state track and field tomorrow. Starts at 7:45 with the 3,200-meter run. Karen Larson for the Lady Tigers is the first athlete competing for Clay Center. There's a swing, and just foul tipping it was Dixon, and so she stays alive. Rosa now got a glove on it, couldn't quite keep it in the mitt, so the foul tip keeps Dixon at the plate. The runner at first and 2 away, and again here in the top of the 7th, Clay Center down 6-0. Pitch is low and away. Rosa now good scoop, keeps the runner over at first base. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down with the runner at first. Top of the 7th, Edwards, the 2-2 pitch home. And popped up again, foul territory, back and out of play. So the count stays 2-2. So 4, 5, 6A runs the early prelims and field events tomorrow, and then 1, 2, 3A in the afternoon evening. Here's the 2-2 from Edwards. Lined at Haley Franson, she makes the play at third. But Galena scores 2 more. We are headed to the bottom of the 7th. Clay Center down 6-0. Looking to rally when we come back.
If you want to control tough weeds today, you need help from Residuals and Crop Production Services. A residual herbicide in your weed management program can prevent yield losses and enhance profitability. And when post-spraying corn, Radiate will help develop longer, stronger, healthier roots to improve nutrient uptake, while Status is a great weed combatant. CPS also offers fungicide application for corn to target diseases for a healthy crop. Contact the spray specialist at Crop Production Services of Clay Center.
I am Alicia Linhart with Union State Bank. As a mother of 2 children born at our medical center, I'm excited to share that Union State has committed to contribute $100,000 toward the Clay County Medical Center expansion project. A medical center in a town our size is something to be proud of. At Union State Bank, we've set a new standard for banking. Union State will continue to serve the people and businesses in our community. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Down to 3 outs for the Lady Tigers to make something happen, and they will lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th with Sarah Finley pinch hitting. She'll come into bat here in place of Jaden Crimmins. Then it's Clara Edwards, Anna Ferguson, Gabby Nelms, the heart of the lineup, due up. If Clay Center can get something going, but they have had only 1 base runner today. That was a triple by Gabby Nelms. She was stranded at third. First pitch in is up and outside to Finley. So Sarah Finley bats here in the bottom of the 7th and placing her down 6-0. Here's the pitch home. And strike called outside corner, 1-1. Finley, who will often courtesy run and play the field and bat at times throughout the varsity season as well. Pitch in, cross for a strike. It's 1-2 now. The junior for the Lady Tigers. Finley batting here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leading off the 7th, placing her trailing 6-0. And the pitch in. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 down. Clara Edwards will be the batter. So Edwards stands in. She has popped out to the catcher, grounded out to the pitch. Actually, she laced one that the pitcher, Madison Cox, got a glove on, and it somehow caromed right to the shortstop for an easy play at first. It was hit so hard, even after it caromed off the pitcher's mitt, they had an easy play at first base. First pitch across for a strike. Madison Cox looks in. The 0-1 to Edwards. Ground ball right side. It starts foul. It stays foul. And it's 0-2. First baseman Katie Marie Stapleton kind of waited. It was had a spin on it that looked like it might try to sneak back into fair territory, but it never did. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Bottom of 7, placing her down 6-0, nobody aboard. Edwards, the batter, Ferguson on deck. There's a great cut by Edwards, but fouled straight back behind home plate. Madison Cox, a junior pitcher for Galena, has an 0-2 count on Edwards. 1 down, nobody on, bottom of 7. Pitch up and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. See if the freshman can get something started for Clay Center here. Down 6-0 in the bottom of the 7th. Just 1 base runner has reached in this game for the Lady Tigers. Here's the 1-2. Up high, ball 2. It's 2-2 now. Again, 1 out, nobody on. So Edwards from an 0-2 count battles back to 2 balls, 2 strikes. And now awaits the 2-2 from Cox. Hop fly infield, left side, shortstop over to get it. Underneath of it, it has it. We're down to the final out. 2 down for Hannah Ferguson. Ferguson bats after popping out to the second baseman and grounding out to the first baseman. So Hannah stands in with 2 away and nobody on, and again trailing 6-0. Future Bethany Swede for the Lady Tigers at the plate. Headed to play basketball next year for Bethany. Fly ball left side. Shortstop back and underneath of it, and that's going to end the game. And Galena advances, the number 8 seed, upending Clay Center and handing the Lady Tigers their first loss of this season. Stay with us. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back and wrap this season up for the Lady Tigers right after this.
Replacing a roof is a substantial undertaking. It's one of the biggest financial commitments a homeowner will make. But the long-term value of a solid, attractive, and leak-free roof is well worth it. McGee Roofing offers residential and commercial roofing replacement, along with guttering and siding. With the colors and textures available in siding, you can customize the look of your home or business. For roof replacement or repair, gutters and siding, McGee Roofing is committed to customer satisfaction. Call them for an estimate.
An avalanche of technology has swept through in recent years. Video doorbells, key finders, pet locators, and many other hot new items to help you simplify your everyday life. You need a Pulse Internet connection to fully enjoy all this new technology. Sign up for Twin Valley Pulse Internet between now and June 8th to be entered to win cool technology prizes. No contracts and no home phone requirements. Call 800-515-3311. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact Twin Valley for details. The aroma of the season is coming from the deli department at Ray's Apple Market. Their Hickory Pit barbecue is fired up every day, cooked to perfection. For your Memorial Day weekend, pick up slabs of ribs, pulled pork, or smoked chicken. Or get their famous Chester chicken and pair it up with Rock House signature salads such as pasta and potato salads, coleslaw, and more. Your family will enjoy a delicious meal, savoring each and every bite. Shop small, shop local. Shop Ray's Apple Market 7 days a week.
Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy is your headquarters for durable medical equipment. They can tell you about the line of supplies and how each is designed to make routine tasks a little easier. You'll find lift chairs, braces, walkers, bath rails, canes, diabetic shoes, and so much more, all available to improve your mobility and overall health. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy is your source for dependable and cost-effective durable medical equipment, putting the care into healthcare. Downtown Clay Center.
Well, the Lady Tigers run into a really solid Galena team. We said coming in, this isn't a typical number 8 seed or a 12-10 record. This team is battle-tested. They are in Girard's league. They play a lot of great Southeast Kansas teams, some Missouri teams, so don't be confused by the 12-10 mark. Clay Center, obviously, an awesome team. This is an amazing group that came in here as the number 1 seed, undefeated on the year, but just could not get the offense going in this ball game today. Gabby Nelms had the one-out triple, down 1-0, and they just couldn't advance anyone and then couldn't get anybody going. They hit the ball hard at times, but right at the fielders, and ended up with the only base runner being the Gabby Nelms triple. With 1 out, she would end up being stranded at third, and Galena is going to advance to play in the semifinals tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Clay Center season will end at 22-1 this year. I mean, it's a remarkable year that they have put together. It's unfortunate the draw that they had. You know, you think you win the coin toss and you get the number 1 seed, it should be in your favor. Not exactly the case for Clay Center. The other side of the bracket is number 7 seed Smoky Valley. Girard lost the coin toss. They get the number 2 seed, undefeated 22-0, and get a Smoky Valley team that certainly doesn't play in the competition that Galena does. But that sounds like excuses. Clay Center would not use those. It was a very good Galena team, and Clay Center just couldn't get it going at the plate today in this ball game, and they take a loss in a 6-0 contest to end their year again at 22-1. Terrific season, to say the least, but they do end the year at 22-1, and it also ends the careers for some very good seniors on this team. Anna Ferguson, Gabby Nelms, both always in the starting lineup. You saw Sid Calloway batting today, McKenna Coper, and Alexis Schnell certainly have been such a big part of this program throughout the years. But those careers have come to a close. The Lady Tigers, a 6-0 loss at the hands of Galena here in the 4A Division II state championships. Thanks for the year and for the opportunity to call the state championships from our sponsors. But Clay Center losing a 6-0 ball game here against Galena. Tomorrow we'll join you from Cessna Stadium in Wichita. State track and field coverage begins with our first report at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. It's going to do it for our studio engineer, Bernie Pancella. This is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your Sports Thursday.